Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
Hello, this is the Hot Topic Show. It's what we do.
We won't judge, but we're judging. It's going to be juicy.
Now, here's Wendy.
Right back at you. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for choosing us. My co-host, my studio audience. I'm doing great today. Let's get started because it's time for Hot Topic. Thank you. Make yourselves at home. Yes. So much I want to share with you. I love Hot Topics. But, you know, sometimes during Hot Topics, there are stories that they disturb me so much, like Chris Brown and Soulja Boy. You know, they're doing a 3-round pay-per-view fight in March in Dubai. All right, allegedly this fight was supposed to originally be happening in Vegas, but Vegas has very strict laws, including drug testing. So this is not a funny story. This is like very serious because I thought that this social media war was just, you know, two, you know, very well-paid young men and some nonsense. But it's gotten bigger and the story has legs and Floyd Mayweather has jumped in. It was his idea for them to fight. Fist fight. Fist fight. Floyd is training Soulja Boy. And 50 Cent got involved. And now Mike Tyson is involved. Mike Tyson is going to be training Chris Brown. This is very serious, you all. You know, these young men, they have people looking at them, you know, young people, you know, even older people who I guess still look in some sort of admiration. You know, Soulja Boy, you still have money. Chris, you still have money. You all, you know, one's an R&B singer and one's a rapper. Why don't you all just do a song or something like that? I just don't see the point of this fight. You know, I'm only bringing it up now because it's every place, and sometimes I feel like you all count on me for certain stories, but I get disgusted to do them, which is why I haven't done it. I will not be talking about this fight until the eve of the fight or something like that, and I don't give a crap what goes on in either one's camp, no matter how insightful it is. I can't talk about, and my kid is like, Mommy, have you done the story? I said, what story? He said, Soulja Boy and Chris Brown. I said, no. He said, that's not a good one. You know, when kids say stuff like that, it's just a stupid story. I'm embarrassed for them. I'm embarrassed for my people, because here we go again. And, you know, and Mike Tyson and 50 and Floyd, instead of encouraging these guys to fist fight, why don't you do either an intervention with all of them? Because this all started, it doesn't matter where this fight got started. The idea is that these two have taken it to a whole nother level. And, all right, how about this? You all want to get physical? You want to compete? Why don't you do one of those boot camps, you know, where you crawl up on the cord and come down and then get in the tires and do a boot camp? And I get it. The purpose of this fight, I guess, is to, you know, prove who's better. But both of you all are coming out less than smart. And the money, all the money is supposed to go to charity. But even that, to me, doesn't make up for where this blood money is coming from. And that's off some nonsense that really doesn't need to be played out anyplace. But maybe that show, you know that show Ninja? Do you know that show Ninja? Do something like that. Tough guys. American Ninja Warrior. Whatever. So, Jamie Foxx was in this restaurant, a fancy restaurant. There's one here in New York, and then there's one in LA. It's called Catch. The food is delicious, and there, a lot of celebrities go there. The bill is very, very high. And if you're not a celebrity, then you're part of the beautiful people, you know. So Jamie was attacked over the weekend at Catch in the restaurant. TMZ caught it all on camera. Let me break it down for you, though. All right. Oh, wait, there's no audio. I was about to sip. All right, so look. So Jamie's holding court in the restaurant. He's got his entourage. A man came up to them complaining that Jamie and his entourage were too loud. So the man does the corniest thing ever. He goes, you know, he's telling them, can you please keep it down? And you don't want to mess with me. I'm from New York. What does that mean? I know guys in Louisville that will lay you out, okay? What is that? What does that mean? So Jamie, one of Jamie's friends said, F you, I'm from Oakland. Well, what does that mean? Anyway, so the guy then lunged at Jamie, missed Jamie, but things got physical. All Jamie's dudes got in the way, and as you saw by that footage, they were standing up. And in the meantime, if I'm a diner at the restaurant and I'm paying, you know, a king's ransom for a meal, I don't want to see no nonsense going on over here. Now, I don't mind people being loud because everybody deserves the right to go and celebrate any way they want. I never complain at a restaurant. You know, if I'm, you know, at a restaurant and the table over there is really loud and maybe they're drunk or whatever, I don't complain. You know, you sit and you thug it out and you finish your meal. You definitely don't go over to people and tell them to keep it down. That's like going up to somebody at a, you know, when you're in the traffic and giving them the finger. I don't know about you. You never know if somebody's had a bad day. And it's no longer just about a menacing-looking man. A house mom will pull a gun on you, too. Okay? Okay? These days, people are angry about a lot of things, and the slightest thing ticks them off, and you just have to know how to temper your stuff. This is what I would do. I've never had to do this, because normally, like I said, I don't really mind the loudness and stuff, because usually I'm a little louder than if I'm at the restaurant. I'm paying all this money. Anyway, but what I would do, and here's my suggestion to some of you who ever encounter this, you talk to your waiter, and you ask him to bring over the manager, just so that you have backup and somebody a little bit more of authority. You say, look, you know, I'm here with my people, and we would like to change tables, you know, and we'll wait for you to clear a new table for us. Those guys over there, they're very, very loud. Please don't go over to them and complain and point the finger that we were complaining. You know, just in case they had a bad day and they have a gun. But just change tables. I don't know. People who complain when they go to restaurants, you always surprise me. Like, I'm not a complainer. I eat what you bring to me. Even if you made a mistake. You know, oh, I asked for the quinoa, I don't like tofu. Look, I asked you not to include the tofu. I picked the tofu out, okay? Because when you send that plate back to the kitchen, honey, like a little something extra. So say you bring me my food and it's cold. Well, this is the food then that I will bring home for tomorrow's dinner. I'll heat it up myself when I get home. I'll order a whole new entree, and I'll just say, and make sure it's extra hot. Don't complain. Listen, I love lentil soup. You know I love lentil soup. I get it from the same place at least 3 times a week for breakfast. Well, last week, the place tried to zhuzh up the recipe, and they started dropping cilantro. Now, you know, in the lentil soup, I eat everything but okra and cilantro. I cannot deal, don't do it. So, am I gonna complain? No, no. I spent half of my morning picking the cilantro out. No, I'm currently looking for a new, you know, lentil soup purveyor for me. One that doesn't put cilantro in, but I wouldn't complain because that soup will come back with a gob of spit. So don't complain when you go to restaurants. Don't mess with those people and tip well. And Jamie got on Instagram and after the fight, and this is what he had to say.
I just want to address what happened on Saturday, man. From my perspective, all I was trying to do, man, was keep my own things, man. You know, just trying to keep my own things, and I'm just with y'all, man. Everybody's good. Listen, 2017, we don't want no violence.
Jamie being silly. The pushing and shoving was real. That was not a stunt. But clearly Jamie wasn't hurt. And Jamie also, by the way, is promoting a movie. Yeah, like you might think it was a stunt fight to get us talking. Yes, Sleepless is his movie. It comes out on Friday. I'm glad to hear everything went okay at Catch. Good luck, Jamie. I've been really mad at myself recently until I found out it's now justified. I haven't watched one episode of Celebrity Apprentice. You too? That is my show. Are you serious? We're the third week in. It was on last night, and again, I missed it. I had to be reminded, and only to find out, like most of the people in my morning meeting, haven't seen the new season either. And then I turned on my Good Day New York here in New York, and Greg Kelly, who's one of the as I was coming out here, he had Megyn Kelly on, and he was saying he hadn't seen one episode this season. I was like, so clap if you love Celebrity Apprentice. Clap if you haven't seen one episode this season. So you are my people. Kerry Keegan. I said her name wrong. Kerry. Anyway, there are two people that are in the way, they say, of Celebrity Apprentice succeeding right now. Number one is that people Donald Trump, so they don't want to support anything Trump. And then the other thing is that Arnold Schwarzenegger is just not that interesting. He's not, and by the way, and a third thing, the people on the show, we know all of them. But when you put them all in one cluster, it seems like most of them have already been on Celebrity Apprentice or something. Like they're recycling the same reality people. It's just not that interesting. Two people got terminated last. Also, they're trying to get 2 hours of my time as a grown working woman. I got to wake up at 5:30 in the morning and wrangle together and come out here and give you a show. I don't have 2 hours of that kind of time, even for stuff that I love, you know? So two people are getting eliminated at a time. Last night it was Snooki, Nicole Palazzi. She's very likable on the show, they tell me, but she couldn't take the pressure. So take a look at her being fired.
You're responsible.
I want to take fault for it.
You want to take fault for this. Why do you say that?
This challenge has been so hard for me. And I try and be strong, but I'm not like you guys. I feel like I don't belong here. And I hate to see you guys fight.
I'm sorry that you feel that way.
I don't want to be a part of that.
You did a great job.
Well, let me just tell you something.
I don't want to be a part of that.
I'm sorry to say, you're terminated.
I mean, you know, I miss the days of Star Jones and LaToya Jackson, Gary Busey, and Meatloaf. But I miss those days. The people who are on right now, they're just, you know, like I like Snooki, but I feel as though Snooki has already done this show before, hasn't she? They say Lisa Leslie is the big troublemaker. Nobody likes her and she likes nobody. And Brooke Burke, I feel like she's done this show before as well. Vince Neil, I feel like you've done this show before as well. I'm not that interested, but on a strength of, you know how when you really love something, like I'm gonna watch next Monday, but it's very, very difficult because I gotta tell you, you know at night what you do? You're cleaning out your briefcase, getting ready for the next day. You just want comfortable, soothing TV, stuff that you don't really have to watch. It's stuff that you listen to. Now, I don't watch The Bachelor, but I know a lot of you watch The Bachelor. It's on opposite The Bachelor. You like The Bachelor. Yeah. You know? I mean, you know, I'm busy doing stuff and loving hip-hop. While it's not the most sophisticated TV, it doesn't require 2 hours, and it doesn't require a whole lot of thought. I'm in the room, I'm out of the room. You know what I mean? So, can we all just try for next week? Oh, and then there's no chopper outside, and then what does he say? What does he say? You're terminated. Get to the chopper. Then he's real interesting to look at in a scary kind of way. So have you heard this scandal with Jenna Bush? It's not really such a scandal, actually. If you didn't talk about it on the Today Show, Jenna, quite frankly, we would have moved on. So Jenna, she's a Bush in the bush. Her father doesn't like black people. Come on now, come on. All right. Jenna, I think she's so cute. Anyway, so she found herself in hot water the other night. She was at the Golden Globes. Well, she was working the red carpet. First of all, you know, it's one thing for a Bush to be on the Today Show. You know, because you're in the studio and, you know, you're wearing a pretty dress and stuff. But red carpet work is really, and I've done it before, you know, and I'm not above doing it again. But I got to tell you, I just don't, you know, it's like a Bush is on the red carpet. This is what we've come to. For the love of Joan Rivers. Where is the fun, man? Right? And what I find is like a lot of the people these days who work the red carpet, they want to position themselves as being as big of a stars as the people they're talking to. So nobody's having fun and being goofy and, you know, and everybody's so composed, right? So now she's talking to Pharrell Williams on the red carpet. And she accidentally referred to the movie Hidden Figures as Hidden Fences. Well, social media attacked her for confusing two black movies. Well, that's not what I feel. I feel that, number one, there are so few black majority movies out that when they do come out, people get sensitive. They want you to get the names right. I understand that, but you all aren't working the red carpet, nor, you know, if you're just sitting at home criticizing people for getting a name wrong, then you have no idea what's going on in their heads out there. That's number one. But the next thing is, and this is the biggest thing, a Bush can never win when they say anything remotely sideways about anything black. That's all. That's all, Jenna. So I guess she was feeling the heat, you know, on social media, so she felt the need to apologize the next day. And she pulled in Black Al, I guess, you know, just to make it like, see, we really do like black. I'm not saying this young lady doesn't like black people. I'm just simply referring to the big Kanye West thing and George Bush's policies and the rest of the Bush family. Okay, so here's her apology, and then we'll continue.
If I offended people, I am deeply sorry. It was a mistake because y'all know I'm not perfect. No. I am authentic, but a human. And what I didn't want to do is make anybody feel lesser than who they are.
So, I mean, I wasn't offended to begin with. I feel as though if she didn't bring it up, we would have forgotten. There's some people in my morning meeting who were like, why is she saying y'all? I said, no. She's from Texas. You know, she's from Texas. A lot of people in Texas say y'all. Hi, y'all. How y'all doing? But look, Michael Keaton made the same mistake when he announced, you know, Best Supporting Actress. He confused those same two movies. You know, I confuse stuff all the time sitting here in the chair. Everybody makes mistakes on live TV. It's just something that happens. But I think, you know, honestly, it's because she's a Bush. And people are sensitive. Yeah. Gail, Gail, this is the best idea ever, and I'm going to start the movement. Okay. So Gail King celebrated her 5 years on CBS this morning. I can't believe it's been 5 years already. I know. So, you know, one of Gail's favorite colors to wear is yellow. And so she posted this picture yesterday on her social media. And she said she wants to, she does this thing. Every anniversary, she wears the same dress, which is a terrific idea because that's like your barometer dress. I mean, as long as there's no stretch in it. You know, because the stretch, you know, you can gain 10 pounds or lose 10 pounds. But, you know, everybody should have a barometer outfit that they secretly try on once a year, like an anniversary outfit, whether it's your birthday or what. But it can't have stretch. Like those jeans that you have, no, ma'am, Pam. If they have that 4% stretch, nope. You got to get yourself, like, a pair of original Levi's with no stretch. And then try them on once a year, every year, until you can't fit them anymore. Gail, it's a terrific idea. Happy anniversary. And we here at Wendy have more great show for you. The always outspoken Nancy Grace is here. Love her. But up next, it's time for the Inside Scoop. Meek Mill, Nicki Minaj, and more. Keep it here. Lisa Edelstein on the final season of Girlfriend's Guide to Divorce. How is it all going to end? Plus, we're cooking and talking with our chef friend, Kat Cora. She's bringing drama to dinner in her new series.
Tomorrow on A New Wendy.
And here with the dish on our favorite celebrity couples is our entertainment journalist friend. Say hello again to Shay Wilbur.
How are you?
Okay, Shay.
Romance report today. I'm excited.
Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill. Break it down.
Okay, so as you guys know, all the rumors of breakup started. Christmas, they didn't spend Christmas together. Then New Year's, they both performed in Miami, 2 miles apart, didn't spend New Year's together, right? So then Nicki confirmed last week she is a newly single lady. Oh, you're happy about this? This is good? So as soon as she confirmed this, everyone started assuming, oh, he cheated. He cheated on her, and that's why they broke up. Well, now TMZ is confirming they didn't break up due to cheating rumors. They broke up due to a massive blowout fight they had on vacation together.
They were at, it was her birthday in the Turks and Caicos?
Yes, so she did this birthday trip, the Turks and Caicos, with Meek, their friends, and apparently they had been bickering a little bit leading up to this. I guess he wasn't paying her enough attention. She was getting mad. She was having none of it and went a little bit cray on him, allegedly. He got so upset, he straight up left the island. And she was left to hang with her friends. I mean, I checked her social media. There was no pics of him and her on this trip. So he straight up left.
So, no cheating rumors?
No well, there were cheating rumors. Everyone was saying, this is what everyone was assuming, that he cheated with this girl, Sonia Rasul. Okay, this is a woman, yeah, that's Sonia over there. Now, Sonia admits, oh, she did hook up with him, but, this was before Nicki was in the picture. So before Nicki was around, and she's actually happily engaged now, and she got pretty upset about all these cheating rumors because she's like, leave me out of this. This happened a long time ago. I'm happily engaged. I wish both of you the best. She's actually going to be suing for defamation for the outlet, so standing up for herself.
Okay, so Nicki's high school sweetheart, who she was with before Meek,
forever.
Safari. What's he saying, if anything?
Okay, so he's already weighing in on this. So Safari and Nicki, they dated for like 12 years. That's a long time. Broke up in 2015. Really wasn't that long ago. Apparently, he wants her back, even though their breakup was nasty.
He ruined that because he went on reality TV. And
yeah,
now
I know.
He took away his entire mystique, like corny.
Yeah, and so what's crazy, though, is he's, like, weighing in and bashing Meek now, saying, like, oh, Meek used her to upgrade his career. No one knew who Meek was. I'm thinking, like, I feel like they're kind of equal. I mean, in my mind, I don't really know Safari from Meek. I feel like it's not like he would be an upgrade.
Shay, come on, let's move on.
I'm just saying. I feel like they're equal. exactly.
No,
You know what I mean?
that's why I have you here, because
Yeah.
my eyeballs are rolling around like...
You're like, you talk about it.
And by the way, Miley Cyrus, hopefully they didn't get married. She's too young to be married.
Yeah, okay. So here's what everyone is... Everyone's saying they had a secret wedding on New Year's Eve, okay? So
Liam
this is
Hemsworth,
what,
that is.
Yeah, Liam Hemsworth.
Shoot.
So these two, they dated. They broke up back in 2012, then got reunited and re-engaged last year. Everyone's saying they had the secret wedding on New Year's Eve because there were all these pictures posted on social media from this party. First of all, it was them. This looks like such a gorgeous setup, by the way.
I'm telling you.
Can I get an invite next year?
Oh,
I mean,
my gosh.
hello.
That's beautiful.
So basically, his family was all here from Australia. His mom, the brothers, everyone was there. Look at this. That's her mom and his mom on the left. So they were all together. Everyone's like, okay. And then let's see this other picture, because look, everyone's wearing like matching outfits.
And then
gold.
what happens?
The black
The
people are
priest
like,
pops out of the closet?
Well, we don't know that. We haven't seen any priest pictures. But everyone's saying, like, could this be a wedding party? Everyone's wearing gold. What happened? Did they take the opportunity, because all the family was there, to just get hitched, right?
You know, Miley has been so under the radar. See,
Yeah.
we are such a... I forgot
She really
that she was
has
even amongst us.
I know. Here's the thing. I feel like, I mean, first of all, they haven't confirmed or denied this. We've reached out to the reps. We haven't heard anything. They're all radio silent, basically. I feel like, I mean, regardless, I wish I got an invite to this party, number one. Number two, if they didn't get hitched, this is their second time engaged. I feel like it's going to happen. And I feel like it's probably going to happen soon.
Yeah, they're a little young, but I'm glad for their love, and I'm glad that they were with family on New Year's Eve. Cute. So Miley and Liam are saying nothing?
They're not saying anything yet. So
Okay.
I feel like we'll hear something within the next, like, few days.
Okay, what else do you have for us?
Okay.
Oh, nothing. Oh, my gosh, they're saying...
What?
No,
We're already done?
that's our time.
Oh, my goodness.
Shay, we'll invite you back. We
Okay,
like
good.
you.
Okay, I like you, too.
Clap it up for Shay Wilbur, everybody. For more information on these stories, go to wendyshow.com. Up next, Nancy Grace is here. I love our next guest. Do you want to know why? Because she's loud and opinionated like the rest of us. And she's never afraid to say it like she means it. In other words, our kind of girl. Please welcome back to our show our longtime friend, Nancy Grace. What are you carrying? Do we have a coat check?
Okay, this is my leather jacket.
Okay.
My good luck leather jacket.
Nancy, what are you
And
doing?
when I was watching you talking about Gail,
Yes.
I act like I know her, Gail. And I've worn this for every major verdict, arrest. I'm talking Scott Peterson, Tot Mom, you name it.
Isn't that interesting?
But I had to show my little sexiness today.
Yeah, your cold shoulder. You're a very sexy woman.
Yeah, there's nothing else to show from here down. So I show this right here.
Now, are you about to try a case? Why do you have it right now?
I have something big to say. And I've been saving it for Wendy.
Okay.
You want me to tell you right now?
Are you pregnant?
I wish. I used to do that to my staff.
How
all
are the
time.
twins?
Oh, don't even start. I FaceTimed with them until past their bedtime.
Okay, so back to your announcement.
Okay, hold on.
What is she doing? What is going on?
Okay,
Nancy?
So everybody no, I'm not pregnant, although I wish I was. I would love 2 more just like
All right, Janet Jackson.
Okay.
Come on now.
I'm so excited. I'm almost speechless. Okay, you know I left HLN.
Yes?
And I am now embarking on a whole new thing. It's a whole new generation of crime fighting.
Okay, wait, freeze. This is what you're here to talk about. You act like I was going to forget. Can I just do my job to help you do yours? Oh, you have a secret in your bra?
Yes.
You are my kind of girl. Oh, you're hot. Are you flashing?
No.
I'm just
I'm too young for that.
I'm just...
No. This is my father's hanky, and this announcement is bittersweet because my father passed away last year. And he would be so proud today.
Okay, Nancy.
So, Next generation of crime fighting. You know I'm a crime victim, right? My fiance was murdered just before our wedding.
Yes.
And I went from planning to teach school, Shakespearean literature, to slugging it out in inner city Atlanta in the courtroom with nothing but one felon after the next. Rapists, child molesters,
So
dopers,
this is
killers, you name it.
This is part of, you know, I have to tell you, Nancy, and you are one of my favorite people that I've met in this 8-year journey doing this show, because you happen to be somebody who was in my house all the time. It would be you, Jane Velez Mitchell, and Dr. Drew, HLN all the way. And they've changed a lot there. So now, the word is that your contract was up, which is why you walked away from the show, but you still are a crime fighter. So this leads you to this fabulous website that she has. Nancy's whole thing is that people don't watch TV the way they used to anymore, and many people don't. You know,
When's the last time you watched the World News at 6 p.m.? Be honest.
Well, you're talking. No, Nancy, I do watch TV.
The World News. No, I know what you watch.
No, I watch.
But if you sat down
at
a certain
6 o'clock,
time
I watch the
and
Fox
watched
5 News here in New York.
thing.
Yes, yeah, 6 o'clock, and then 6:30 TMZ comes on.
Well, you're really going to love what I'm about to tell you, Ben.
Like I watch. I'm a TV person.
Well, you can't miss TMZ.
No, well,
you can't miss that.
Nancy, can we talk hot topics? Because then we're going to get back.
Okay,
back to
hit me. I'm sorry. I need. Bring me my sunglasses, because that bling I can't even see. What is that?
It's a.
Okay, I know what happened to Kim Kardashian's diamond ring. Okay.
All right, perfect. Can we talk about it?
I found it.
Can we talk about it?
I'm gonna look down here for the rest of it.
Look, Nancy bought me handcuffs last time that she was here. She's really our kind of person. Before I met Nancy, my perception of you was that you were this mean woman on TV. I loved it, very entertaining. And the first time you came here on the show, I was nervous. I'm like, oh my God, she's gonna come out here, she's gonna be all judgmental and mean, but she's crazy like the rest of us. Fabulous. So look.
Okay, hit me.
Let's talk about Kim K. The robbery. The 17 people that have been caught. 14 men, 3 women. What's next?
Let me break it down. I am stunned. I'm stunned that they made an arrest. And they had to get the help of some lady out in the street who found a diamond necklace lying in the street. The cops didn't find it. And she gave it to them. And off of that and the bindings on Kim Kardashian, they managed to get, and I think they were watching Nancy Grace, because it said, people, listen to me. Look for DNA on the tape.
Yes. When you were on, everybody watched. I'll tell you, I want to protest.
They actually found DNA on that diamond necklace, reportedly, and her bindings. And they have arrested, as of now, 17 people, including her private chauffeur that worked for an upscale chauffeur service that knew her every move. They've arrested 3 women that were trailing her around Paris. You know, like, you look around and somebody goes, oh, there's Kim Kardashian. Click, click. They were trailing her and relaying her movements.
Playing like big fans.
They have arrested, I think, 2 to 3 fences.
Will she have to stand trial? Kim?
You mean testify at trial?
Yes.
I don't think they're prosecuting her yet for anything, except maybe bodacious booty felony. But anyway, yeah, I think that if it goes to trial, she will absolutely have to testify.
Can you imagine having to face the killer again?
The drama! And it's going to be on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, season 500. And so anyway, they've got defenses. Cameras in the courtroom in Paris. They've got defenses who were trying to sell the diamonds and the jewelry. And they've got some diamond sellers, some diamond dealers, jewel dealers. But what's interesting is the mastermind, Pierre B., as in brother, is 70-something years old.
He's going to die in jail.
Maybe he hadn't heard of DNA.
All right, let's move along, Nancy, very quickly. Our friend Sherry Shepherd. Now, you know,
I love Sherry Shepherd.
Okay, well, you know she's in legal trouble. Her ex-husband has custody of their son, who's not Sherry's from DNA. This is not, the question that I have for you is not about the DNA of the child, but...
Money, 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 money.
Right, because he's got to go back.
Sherry, you're going to have to get a night job, girl.
She has a night job,
another
5-day jobs, and now he's going back to get more money from her. Does she have to pay more money? Is there anything that she can do? Can she hide her money? What?
Here's the deal.
Okay.
He needs to go get a job.
Well, yeah.
Number 1. He is making money off being her ex, number 2. And here's the fly in the ointment.
Okay.
The fly in the ointment is the baby. Now, this baby reportedly was a donor egg with a surrogate.
Right.
And Sherry, you know, they started to divorce. She goes, whoa, 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 I don't want a baby with you now. But it's kind of like you adopt a baby, you file for divorce, and the baby shows up from Russia, and you go, hi, oops, you're legally
responsible for
liable for the baby. He's going to use that baby as his meal ticket to get money out of her. He may not get any more money, but the baby will get money, and he'll use it.
And he'll use it. Okay. Nancy, before you go, I've got to ask you something.
What?
Todd Chrisley was here on our show. All right, well, take a look at this. Todd, what is going on with you and my friend Nancy Grace, please?
I think that what goes on with me and Nancy is what goes on with every person that's in television. Nancy made a career off of talking junk about every person that was relevant. And it didn't... You don't have to tell the truth. You don't have... Well, I mean, you know, you're a little shady at times, too. But...
Okay. What's the deal with you and Todd?
Well, first of all, I don't have a deal with Todd.
Okay.
Todd Chrisley, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So, wait, is it...
I feel like it's Jennifer Lopez and Mariah Carey right now going at it.
No. I think, and I'm not sure from that clip, what Mr. Chrisley may have been upset about was that I covered his daughter-in-law being arrested for Medicaid fraud. Okay? And he obviously has this fantastic show where they show off their beautiful clothes. I mean, their closets are bigger than my house, okay? And, you know, God bless them, because they're working hard.
So you said, well...
Then you have the daughter-in-law, basically his son's girlfriend had a baby. It's his grandchild, Chloe, I think is her name. And you've got somebody in your family filing for Medicaid when you've got closets and closets of clothes in a mansion. I had a problem with that. So I guess that's what made him mad.
Oh, gosh.
Whoa.
She's not finished.
Here's the deal with fighting with Mr. Chrisley. It's like wrestling with a pig. The pig likes it, and you get dirty, so why bother?
On that note, thank you so much. The legendary Nancy Grace, everybody. For more information on her new crime-fighting website, go to wendyshow.com. Ask Wendy is next. Nancy. Is here. He's talking the wild ride of his hit movies and his new karaoke show. I saw you singing at the stoplight. Plus, star style, you got it. Get the latest fabulous celebrity looks on a budget.
Thursday on A New Wendy.
Wait, come on over, Nancy. Nancy's still... Nancy?
I got carried away about Kim Kardashian.
Nancy, can I help you?
Yes, my big announce, guys. Next wave of crime fighting is crimeonline.com.
Yes, of course. Yes. Thank you, Nancy. Step down gently. And now it's time for Ask Wendy. I love her. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. My name is Adriana. How you doing?
How you doing, Adriana? How can we help?
So, on New Year's, I went out with one of my best friends to the city. I live in Westchester. She lives in the city. So the arrangement was, even though we were going to separate parties, we would meet up at the end of the night so I could stay at her place.
Okay.
So at the end of the night, I called her. It was around 4 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Missing in action. Couldn't hear from her. Couldn't get in touch with her. Had to end up staying on the floor of a hotel room with a mutual friend who I didn't really know very well. So her birthday's this weekend. She's having a big party. Should I go? I'm still a little bit mad at her.
No. I wouldn't go to the party just to make a statement, but I also wouldn't let this ride and ruin your friendship. The idea of meeting somebody at 4 o'clock in the morning on New Year's Eve was kind of less than smart anyway.
Yeah.
Because everybody gets turned up and everybody loses their wits about them. You know, she should have given you a copy of a key or something like that. And by the way, if you live in Westchester, which for those of you not familiar with New York, you could have gotten in an Uber and gone back home.
True.
You didn't have, you know what I mean? But, well, you know what? Well, with that in mind, maybe you talk to her before the weekend and then go to the party after all.
Yeah.
But definitely, if you're not going to go to the party, again, make up with her next week.
Definitely.
Okay? All right.
Thank
Very
you.
well. And Happy New Year. Okay. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. My name is Vanessa. How are you doing?
Happy Halloween. Hi, Vanessa. I'm just saying.
Okay. Is it cute, though?
You're very cute, and it's cute.
Okay, good.
What's wrong with you? All right, go ahead. Come on, Vanessa. Come on out.
I've been with my boyfriend for 5 years, on and off. The last year, it's been pretty serious, and he's asking me to move in. Yeah, so I'm thinking I've always lived alone for the last 7 years.
Yeah.
So what should I do? Should I let him move in?
Move in with you?
Yes.
How old are you, Vanessa?
33.
Okay. And you've been with him for 7 years. And when you say it's gotten serious in the last year, what's made it change? Did you have a baby with him or something?
No, we just decided to, we wanted to take a more serious step.
How old is he?
He's 32.
Does he have a job?
Yes.
A consistent job?
Yes.
And you too?
Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, move in. Sure. Why not? I believe in living in sin, and we will be right back. Shop now at wendyshow.com to spill the tea with a Wendy mug, fan out with a Diva fan, or put the in your day. Tolani Rose is 21 and she's from Brooklyn and she's going to be a sociologist, and you're my eye candy. I mean, and I want to include your hair as well. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thick, gorge. But talk about your outfit.
How you doing, Wendy?
How you doing?
My blazer was about $60. I paired it with a denim shirt, about $30, with denim distressed jeans for about $30 as well.
Love.
And my boots were $100 from DSW.
Get it, doctor. Here's your Diva fan, and we will be right back. Look, they're from Long Island. Those boys are from Brazil. Where are you? The tickets are free if you're ever in the New York City. You all have a seat, co-host. Join us here at the Wendy studio. I'll show you a good time. Go to wendyshow.com. I'll see you soon. We'll be right back. I want to thank Nancy Grace, one of the best guests ever, right? Shay Wilbur, thank you so much with your romance report. My co-host, my one-of-a-kind, oh-so-unique studio audience. Thank you. Tomorrow, from Girlfriend's Guide to Divorce, my friend Lisa Edelstein stops by. Plus, we're in the Wendy kitchen with our friend Kat Correa. Excuse me, Kat Cora. Sorry, Kat. See you tomorrow. I love you for watching today. I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye.
Nice.